Hello everyone, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Legend of Dragoon. So in the last episode, I made a bit of a mistake by not doing what we're supposed to do in the Marshlands. So in this episode, we're going to fix that actually, so let's go. Alright, so we're supposed to go up here actually, but I went the other way instead. But before we move on, just want to give an update on things. So first off, Dart and Leviz are level 10, and Shayna also leveled up too, but Rose is part of the party too. She did level up once during my leveling up process I did. As for additions, I maxed out Dart's Volcano and did some work on Burning Rush. The same goes to Leviz and his Spinning Cane and Rod Typhoon, which, by the way, Rod Typhoon is kind of hard to pull off. Just saying. Shayna does not have additions, obviously. I've maxed out Rose's Whip Smack. Now, at the same time, when it comes to Dart and Rose's Dragoon levels, I did level them up by 1. So far, that sounds good for grinding. So, let's get moving. I feel like we're pretty prepared enough to take care of things, and we got ravens looking at us. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Oh my god! Are you from Basil? I won't let you have your way. We should retreat. Now, here's the thing. You have to fight for all these guys. If you at once retreat to heal or anything, it starts all over, so you have to go through it in one go. Alright, and actually I'm going to be showing off all these battles just to demonstrate what Burning Rush is like and if I can pull off Rod Typhoon, because like I said, Rod Typhoon's really hard to pull out. Also, you may notice Dart's Dragoon bar, SP bar down there. When you level up the Dragoon level, the SP bar increases, which means you have more time to be in Dragoon form. Now, at the same time, you learn new magic and everything, and I also realized how Dart's MP bar is increased too. I'll have to find something to put it up to 40. Also, I won't go Dragoon because normally I save my Dragoon for major boss fights, but unless I'm leveling them up, then yeah, I do them during enemy battles. Yeah, Rod Typhoon seems simple, but trust me, the times where I have to counter enemies, like sometimes when the counter prompt comes up, it's so unexpected that all I could say is, do they honestly expect you to react that quickly? Like that, see? How was I supposed to know that was going to pop up to get me? I can't react in time. Oh, you also realize how much money I have, too. See, I'm looking at Shayna right now. Hopefully she'll... Like, when it comes to experience, when party members aren't being used, they get whatever leftovers are left. But most of the time, the members you won't be using, they won't... You bastard! Get out of my way! Most of the time when you don't use party members, they won't level up a lot. Unless they are part of the main team that you're using, then yes, they will get more experience. And I want Shayna to get as much experience as she can. because I do have plans of wanting her to be a permanent member. Ouch. See? See, I don't know when to press circle when that pops up. I can't react in time for that sort of thing, so... Trust me, there are certain editions that just love to do that to you, that they just love to pop up out of nowhere like that and just screw with you. It's not even funny. Uh-oh. Oh! You know, that just reminded me. I'll explain in just a bit. Let me take care of him first. Okay, that I can react to. Alright, there is something that is in the game that I actually forgot to point out and explain. And if you remember way back in episode 2, where we met the item merchant, he said he would teach us items. He would do more than just teach. I won't let you leave alive. Is that so? Anyway. So, the item merchant that you meet in episode 2, he'll teach you more than just items. He actually teaches you the element types. There is like an element type thing in this game. And there is a total of 7, or technically 8, but there's 7 types altogether. And they are fire, water, wind, earth, dark, light, and thunder. Now, that is like 7, like I said. However, technically there is an 8th, but it's not really an element. It's more like a non-element sort of thing. And each, like, if you look at, like, the enemies right now, you'll see, like, a color to their name. That's what element they are. Like, red's fire, obviously. This bluish color is water. So it's quite obvious. Oh, whoops. A greenish color means wind. A dark brownish color usually means earth. Dark purple looking, or I don't know if dark purple's the right word, but dark color usually means darkness. White means light, obviously. And uh-oh. Yeah, I gotta also explain the type weakness thing. It's kind of like Pokemon in a way, if you want to look at it like that. Why am I not surprised? And of course, thunder is in a purple color, and darkness and thunder's colors look the same, but thunder is purple and darkness is more of a black purplish color. Okay, so like I said, think of it as Pokemon with the type advantages and whatever, but it's way different than Pokemon. So first off, I'll chop you up and make my day. Okay, so fire and water, like how the types work is that each type is weak yet strong against one another. Like fire is strong against water but weak at it at the same time. It's that sort of mentality, as I'll call it. And then wind and earth are strong and weak against each other, and dark and light and are, you know. But thunder is the only element that actually has no counterpart. It has no weakness or advantage. So you can make use of the fact that it has, that it has no true weakness. So, like I said, you can sort of use a Pokemon mentality for it, but like I said, it's not truly like Pokemon type, like grass and water, or fire and grass, you know, that sort of thing. It's a little more complex than that. Not to mention that if you use the same element type on something that has the type, like, okay, not this for example, like say like that guy used a fire item on Dart instead, he will actually not take as... It's not like a very effective thing like in Pokemon. He'll just take regular damage. Or I think that's what it was. Anyway, Dart is fire, obviously. Leviz is wind. Shayna is light at the moment. And Rose is obviously dark. So yeah, I can't believe I forgot to mention that long ago, and we gotta take out this last guy. I'll stop him by myself. I won't let him. These Starbursts are good. So, what should I talk about as we beat up? Hang on. Alright, people, after that unexpected phone, what should I talk about as I beat up these guys here and it won't take too long? Oh, well, by the time this goes up, it may be the video. By the time this video goes up, it's either going to be right about on the day or it will be the day before. I don't know. Who's going to see Big Hero 6? Because I'm sure looking forward to that. I don't care what people think if I see animated movies. I like Disney. And who doesn't? And I fucking knew it. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Disney, Disney Marvel, as I'll call it. Not the Big Hero 6 thing, but, man, I gotta get rid of this Starburst. It's just not good to swallow yet. Ow, that's gonna hurt. You know, that move has to hurt. Like, icicles are going right into his leg. That would definitely be really painful. Yeah, sure, you can finish him, Dart. I thought about having Leviz finish him, but... Anyway... Marvel Cinematic Universe, that's what I want to bring up. Who's excited for their future movies? Like, not just Age of Ultron, but their Phase 3 movies. After learning what they're doing for Phase 3, I am hyped for some of it. And there's one more fight, actually. You gotta deal with this guy. I won't let you go any further. Is that all? I sound like Samus in her Zero suit. Is that all? You're mine. Try me. Okay. Nah, I really don't use Zero suit. I mean, she's good and everything, but not definitely one of my faves. But oh, this is technically a boss fight. This is both good and bad on my part because Dart's kind of low on health. Actually, no, it's not a boss fight. I mean, it just looked like a boss fight to me. Oh, come on! Let Shayna... Thank you. Let the lady go. Let her block. Speaking of which, let Dart heal up. I'm going to have Leviz do most of the work. Leave Shayna alone! She's so innocent. Yeah, that's right, Leviz. Tank it. Of course, if you can't obviously tell, one of my favorite characters in this game is Shayna, because she's so cute and innocent. And I always, you know, I'm a sucker for those kind of character types, and RPGs especially. Like, kind of reminds me, like, this whole game reminds me of Skies of Arcadia in a way. You know, it was that old Sega game for the Dreamcast. And now that I look at it, it does seem to have some little similarities, like being Japanese isn't one of them, but the disc changing feature, you know, some JRPGs had that back then, and I think Final Fantasy had it. I'm not sure exactly, but you know, and damn it, Shayna reminds me of Finna from Skies of Arcadia, and I liked Finna. Finna was so cute and innocent. Yeah, Leviz is doing his... Why are you picking on Shayna? Oh yeah, before this all happened, like I remembered when I was talking about Marvel Cinematic Universe future movies that I'll be looking forward to. Other than Age of Ultron, which I can't wait to see, because I can't wait to see how that's going to turn out for, like, a lot of things. And did I get it? Nope, I messed up. Like, I mean, I've seen the trailers, like the teasers technically, but I've seen them and it's going to be really dark from what I can tell. And god damn it, he's been going after Shayna a lot. Is it because she's a woman? That's sexist. Anyway, but Age of Ultron, man, it's going to be really heavy and dark. Like, when I saw Ultron's face at the end of the trailer, that's just freaking disturbing. It's unnatural to see a robot with a almost human-looking face. There's a term for that, uncanny valley. Although that technically belongs to, like, what's the word? Something that looks human, but it isn't technically human, I think, if that's the best definition of it. Oh, why am I not surprised? I'm surprised Leviz has been doing good with the Rod Typhoons. And of course, the bully goes after the innocent one. Dart, why don't you get in and start kicking ass now? Let's see. So yeah, Age of Ultron. I'm looking forward to that. I just can't wait to see how it turns out. I also can't wait to see the foreshadowing to, like, Leviz, you can start blocking now. I can't wait to see you know, we should all block just to recover our health. Can I please now talk? I can't wait to see the foreshadowing it'll have to, like, Phase 3, because from what I've read, Thanos himself might make an appearance in the movie, but I'm thinking, what part will he play in the movie? And okay, this comes to show that either the game is a cheating bastard, or they actually do target specific targets. Yeah, he's been going after Shayna for a long time. I mean, granted, she's got bad defenses, but that doesn't give an excuse on to do that all the time. What the? Oh. Good thing that didn't work. What that would have done is that would have inflicted a status limit on Shayna. However, it did not, fortunately. I just can't expect it to pop up. Like, even if I am expecting it, it doesn't happen. Should I go? No, I don't have to go Dragoon. He's almost dead. But he should be dead by now. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. Yeah, see? As long as you're blocking, it wouldn't harm you, but I think it's because she also has an item that prevents status limits, I think, so I guess I can be lucky with that as well. Oops. Oh, well. And let's see. Jeez, I'm looking how torn up some of my toes look. we got some good stuff. I'll replace one of them. Like the healing potion, Geez, we have a lot. I'll get rid of this pellet and this attack ball. No, we don't need these. Oh wait, yes, discard. Okay. I wonder if inside the fortress is safe. We're gonna find out in just a bit, actually. First, if I can... Oh, okay. What's in here? Of course. Wait a minute. Excuse me. And why not? I'll heal you too, Rose. Right now, let me see what's in it. Like, there's been a lot of good items I could be... Oh, Sun Recipe. Oh, Sun Recipes. Alright, before that battle interrupted me. That item I got, a Sun Recipe. What those will do is, they will actually replenish your magic. So, it's a good thing I found one, but I might have to keep a hold of it. Alright, so, let's check out the fortress. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll check on you in just a bit. Can I pick up whatever's in here? Another Sun Recipe, which I'll need. Cannot carry any more items, oh well. Hang on! We beat the Sundorians! Sir Leviz! Watch out for the dragon's breath. This is... Oh, the War God's out amulet. That's a good item. There are no injuries. Is that poison? What? Please rest in peace. Whoop. He looks the same age as me. Can't get any more items. There is no ally or enemy for the dead. Please rest in peace. There's one more chest back here. Oh, no. And this, if I can... A lance? I might equip that on Leviz. Like, let me see. Because currently Leviz has a spear. How good is the lance? Oh, much better than the spears. Okay. Okay, let's go. Alright, so now that all that's sorted out with, let's actually move on where we should go. Alright, so now before I got interrupted many times by different events going on, such as another fight gonna come up just any moment. Alrighty. I think I'm actually going to save on what I want to talk about. Like, it has to go back to the Marvel thing, but I'll discuss that later, because since I'm going to be getting in another fight in just a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. Now that we took care of what should have been done in the marshland, let's see, up ahead is the volcano. Volcano Velude. Fortunately, I'm not going in there yet, but I think I'm going to end this episode here. But before I do that, let me check the additions real quick. Okay, so Burning Rush leveled up, and Rod Typhoon a little behind, but I can catch up with it. Alright, so like I said, that'll do for this episode of The Legend of Dragoon. Join me next time as we enter in Volcano Veloud. That is it. I shall see you guys next time.